What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home SandMan figure. Now this is another one I'm pretty excited about. I definitely do want to try to get all the main villains in this movie. I know Doc Ock is supposed to be coming out relatively soon, and it's possible we could also get Lizard and Electro. But I wanted to pick this up because I already have Goblin and the Tobey Spider-Man figure, and I have Doc Ock pre-ordered. It wouldn't make sense if I didn't get SandMan as well. Now, this will be the last figure I'll be reviewing in this wave. I'm not that interested in the Matt Murdock and MJ figure. Plus, I still have my MJ figure from the Homecoming 2-pack, so I'm just going to stick with that one. But here is the SandMan figure. So the packaging is pretty much the same. We get the figure and then all the accessories here, but everything else is the same. The logo, the images of the three Spider-Mans right there, Marvel Legends Spider-Man logo right there to the side, and then here is the back right here, and we do get a bio read here to the side, and yeah, pretty much there. Everything is pretty much the same right there, same image we seen to the front. So that right there was the packaging. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look. Okay, so here's the figure out of the packaging right here. Starting out with the head sculpt, I think this is actually pretty good. I think it captures the likeness of Thomas Hayden Church right here. At least like a young Thomas Hayden Church right here, I would say. Like how he looks in Spider-Man 3 is what I'm seeing. But, I think it does capture the likeness of the actor really good. Or, Flint Marko as well. But yeah, I think it's actually okay. I think this is actually pretty good. The eyes look fine, and you can see, like, of course, the sand texture around, well, no, the whole entire figure really, which I think is probably the weird thing about this figure. Even when it was first revealed, I mean, when I've seen the movie, I thought it looked weird in action figure form. It does look weird because he is pretty much naked really, but I think he was exactly like this. I can't remember if he had like outlines of like his shirt or whatever. I don't think he did. I think he was actually kind of bare like this. But, I mean, if that is how he was in the movie, then yeah, they did a pretty good job with that. I can't really complain too much because he was, naked like that in the movie, really. But, I mean, I feel like having him next to, like, Tobey, for example, like, I think this is okay. Like, I feel like if you have SandMan and then the Tobey Spider-Man with, like a Venom figure, I think it would still stand out really on your shelf because, somebody can point out, like, oh, that's Spider-Man 3. So, this could work really. So yeah, just a quick comparison with Tobey, and then I'll use Tobey right here with the unmasked head sculpt that I just reviewed. So yeah, this is pretty cool right there. But yeah, the figure is pretty bare, as you can see. There's not really a whole lot going on. Of course, there's like some texture and some shading to bring out the sand a little bit more on this figure. So you have it going on here, and then I'll bring it in closer to look at the arms. And then the hands, of course, and then the feet too, which is kind of cool. So it's not even just a foot. They actually got like some sand around to make it look like there's like, like there's like more sand coming around the feet, as you can see. And that's good. It helps them stand a little bit better. Peg holes there. And then here is the back of the figure, as you can see. And then like the hinges kind of break the sculpt though, because they're like really smooth, but I mean it's whatever. And then the back right there, some more shading, not a whole lot of the shading around, like like the bottom here of the figure. It's mainly just up here and then like the head, but that's pretty much that's all it is. It's just Flint Marko all fully sand right here. That's pretty much all there is really. Alright, now getting into the accessories, you do get the two-fisted hands that's already on the figure once you take it out of the packaging. But the other interchangeable hands you get here are these open hands right here. You got like these, I don't know exactly if he's like kind of grabbing on something, but they're actually different, as you can see. They're not really the exact same open hands, but you can see we got like a different gesture going on with this hand compared to this one. So we have these, and then you have these massive hands right here, which is really cool. I would have preferred these to be fist, or if we can get like another pair for these to be fisted hands. But I mean, it's okay. But we do have these, and then we have these as well, which actually goes with those big hands, because you need these to make it look a lot better. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But I do want to show this off. But they do have the, if you can kind of see it, but this one says like L1 and then R2, you know, for left and right basically. If I pop these off right here, so I pop these fist in hand, and then, you know, say I add in this right here, as you can see, you know, that looks really weird, and you can't really force that to go anymore. So yeah, it looks weird like that, which is why you have to use this right here to make it look like the sand, like he's using more sand to come out to make the hands bigger. So I believe it does go like this, yeah. And then if I put the hand here, now it looks like this in a way, as you can see, to make it look like he's like, you know, pulling in more sand from his body to make the hand bigger. So that, yeah, that's pretty cool right there. You know, I like this, but again, I think fisted hands would have been cool, really. And then you got your hinge, which you can still just, you know, do while you have this thing in. Okay, now getting into the articulation. So the head is on a dumbbell joint, so to have him look up, you're getting this much range, which, you know, it's not too bad, but you can see it so kind of breaks the neck a little bit from doing that. And then to look down, not a whole much, you know, there's not really a whole lot going on to really for him to look down. The pivoting isn't too bad though. As you can see, I can have the neck go out to the side like this and out to the side like that, so it's not too bad. But full rotation is, you know, also there, of course. For the shoulders, you do get a hinge that goes pretty high actually. It's actually pretty good, you know, it goes over horizontal. Of course, you have your full rotation to the shoulders. Your bicep swivel is there. There is no butterfly joint, so I do want to point that out. But your double jointed pinless elbows, trying to bend the elbows right there, but you get that much range. And then your rotation to the wrist and your standard horizontal hinge right there. Now the torso, there is no inverted ab crunch on this guy, so you only just have the diaphragm cut. So to the side you get that much, and on this side as well, not much for forward and back. You can barely even do anything with that, so that's unfortunate. And you know, it does break the sculpt because, you know, it's really smooth here and even like to the back a little bit, and there is rotation, but you know, that still looks kind of weird right there. Now for the hips, there's no drop down hips on this guy, so you're only gonna have him kick forward up there, which isn't too bad, you know, I think that's okay. And then back, you get that much there, and then out to the side, I guess it's not too bad either. You get this much from the kick out to the side like that. For the splits, you do have your upper thigh cut, your double jointed pinless knees, you get this much range. And then for the ankles, far back about here, forward just about there, and then of course you have your ankle rocker. Alright, and now for some figure comparisons. I know I did this before, but I want to show like a full shot this time. But we do have the Marvel Legends Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man figure, but I added the masked head sculpt and then the unmasked head sculpt, just so you can see what these look like right next to each other. Here's another comparison, but this time using the SH Figure Arts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then here's a final comparison, but here is SandMan next to the 3 Spider-Mans and then the Green Goblin figure. And this is actually really cool, seeing all of them next to each other. This makes me even more excited for the Doc Ock figure, and then of course the other villains, if they plan to really make Electro and Lizard. But this is really cool seeing them, and I like it, man. I think the SandMan figure is pretty cool overall. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home SandMan figure by Hasbro. So it is a very plain Jane figure, but it is also how Flint Marko was when he was just, you know, nothing but sand really. So it's fine for me personally, but like I said in the beginning, I mainly grabbed it because I wanted to get all the villains from this film and from the Sam Raimi films as well. So I'm happy to add this to the collection, but let me know what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Again, this wave is currently hitting retail, but I bought mine directly from Amazon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, but until then, take care, my friends.